You were listening to Wisdom of...
You've got nowhere to hide and nowhere to run. You've got a charisma of 20, but a wisdom of 1.
But I can tell my computer is like blowing up with having to work on the physics.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
I have a fancy laptop from work, actually. It's a developer laptop with all kinds of stuff. But when it goes to sleep, it goes through these weird power cycles where it's like...
Ooh.
I was like, oh no, what's going on? It's not doing anything either at the time. It's just sleeping. So.
I always get paranoid every time I hear my computer grinding when I'm not doing anything. And I'm like, oh, the Russians!
Yeah, Trump's looking through my porno folders.
He was also looking in 2005 when that was a thing.
Right.
Wait, what?
He's looking through my box filled with magazines.
That's right. He's looking through the 1981 issue of Playboy I have tucked in a football card magazine in a box in the attic.
Which is so tame you could probably get it at libraries nowadays.
Oh my god, yeah, seriously.
The couple of pages of somebody's magazine that got torn off and shared amongst all the friends in middle school.
Yeah, exactly. And all it is like some fuzzy side boob.
Yep.
Did I tell you about the weird place that somebody found around the house where I'm at in Covey? I might have sent pictures just because it was so weird.
I was like, I probably made that weird place around Mom and Dad's house.
No, it's in the middle of the woods. It's really far away from everywhere. It is a medieval blacksmith that obviously suffered a fire and was abandoned. It's got iron armor and half-made swords, and there's a big rusty helmet and everything.
What?
And I checked it out when he had told me back because I was kind of afraid he had found some drug debt or like he was going to get killed or something.
Right.
But it's clearly abandoned. There is an old logging road leading up to it, but above it are these giant boxes of early 2000s pornography, like thousands and thousands of magazines.
Oh no.
Wow.
Yeah, of like, piss aficionado and just all kinds of weird stuff.
Jesus.
Yeah, but I was thinking, can you imagine as a teenager anything more attractive than swords and porn in the middle of the woods?
Oh my god, the greatest thing in history.
Yeah, that finding a holy grail more powerful than that? I don't think it exists.
There isn't. Well, and and then again, this is the thing that doesn't exist anymore because we're old. Mm-hmm. But like finding porn was a thing when we were kids. Like you'd find it under a bridge, you'd find it whatever because people were stashing it all over the place.
Right. Yeah, that's true. That's weird.
Apparently, finding porn under a bridge is a thing that a lot of people do. Like, I heard like some stand-up talking about it. I'm like, what? There's other bridges?
Yeah. That's because it was such a shameful thing. You couldn't have it in your own house.
Well, yeah, true. Fair enough.
I remember playing like tennis ball hockey in one of my friend's garages, and the tennis ball got stuck underneath the tool chest cabinet, and so we had to fish it out with our hockey stick.
Found the stash.
And we pulled out a couple of pages that were all crumpled up, and we're like, whoa!
Oh, yeah. No, it was a miracle.
It was.
Yeah.
Truly a Christmas miracle.
I just thought of one other place where I might have a pencil. Hang on.
Oh, my God.
I just thought he was going to say one more place he had pornography. There's one place I haven't looked yet.
So, what even the hell happened?
So, Dagan, you were kidnapped.
Yeah.
Aw.
Led to a black painted tree.
I thought we were just gonna be friends, and...
I became friends with the tree.
They tied you up in a really friendly way
Right?
to the tree. They were going to do something that involved draining all of your fluids out.
Yeah, I mean, everything up until the fluid draining sounds alright.
Oil change, probably. And then Skankra interfered, made friends with the tree, and somehow someone said something they regretted and mistakes were made, and at the end, the entire village was destroyed. Virtually every member of the village was killed.
Yeah, and I remember that, like, Skankra immediately came up to me and rescued me by untying me and stuff. Oh, wait, no, he just stole my knife immediately and left me there.
Look, at the beginning of the sequence, you were tied to a tree. at the end, you are not, and we're happily marching back into the forest. So I believe this all was a good outcome.
The end of the episode was everybody sitting back around the campfire, Skankra 50 feet away because he can't get too close to the horrible Bernie fire, and everyone just agreeing to never speak of what happened ever again.
And I believe I knocked Skankra out and took my knife back.
Yes, you did. Yeah.
Okay.
It's an abusive relationship. You're the bad guy. You are the bad guy of this podcast.
Yeah.
I rescue you, and then you hit me.
I'm just taking back my possessions that you stole while not rescuing me at all.
I borrowed while absolutely rescuing you.
The whole concept of borrow is that you have to have the intention of returning the item after a while.
I'd like to hear you prove my intent.
Other than just plain old knowing you?
Yeah, inference is not intent. It's not admissible in court. I'll need a character witness. I'll use Merkin.
Aw. Yeah, how's your necklace going?
Who is a pile of viscera in the middle of the forest somewhere.
I think we should have a memorial.
You gathered a tail and a tooth and a thong, and you were going to make a necklace or something.
Exactly, to honor our fallen dead,
Yeah, sure.
our fallen subjects.
So wait, are we sitting around the fire? Have we slept? Did we long rest or did we not long rest?
No, you literally just sat down. Kaylee said, let's never speak of this again. Dagon rolls back up into consciousness about 50 feet away and is...
You mean Skankra?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Skankra. Oh, no. Don't tell me this is how tonight's going to go. Coming back to consciousness and huddled away from the fire trying to stay warm.
I hate to say this because this is very much against all of my inclinations, but I feel like I'd like to have a long rest because I would like to have more than 2 hit points so that Dagon can't abuse me into unconsciousness whenever he feels like it.
Believe me, even at full hit points, I could easily do that.
I totally agree. We so need a long rest because my hit points are low as well. So I think we're all hurting.
Yeah.
Except for Runneth, but
And also Dagon is pretty much 100%, you know? But hey, how's Thungren doing? How you doing over there? You alive?
I'll just bench press myself awake. Totally fine.
He's got dark circles under his eyes. He looks sunken and pale. Yeah, he doesn't look good. But he's got multiple cloaks on him. He's lying on the ground next to the fire.
Yeah, love him and leave him, Dagon.
So, Runnis, did you try to heal him already, or what's going on?
Oh, yeah. I tried to heal him, but there's something that my magics can't touch. I stood over him when I asked Pelor to intercede on his behalf. The Lord of Light is with us. The god Pelor is our fortress.
Oh, man. Okay, all right. Hey, Thungren, here, try this ring. Try this ring on. So Dagon takes off the ring of healing and puts it on to Thungren.
You know, Runnus, I think you might be praying to the wrong god. That's not why it's not working. Have you heard the good news about the Skankrasian Order?
There is no god but God.
Yes, I agree. Skankra.
Oh my god, stop shouting. You're gonna let everybody in the entire forest know where we are.
Yeah, the people in the forest who like me and worship me and try to murder and kidnap you? Sounds like your problem.
I'm sure they really must love you after you freaking created a genocide of their entire village.
They had too many people.
oh, that is true. We should probably, we should keep a watch out anyway because that's just good adventurer policy. But
Yeah.
there might be people who are slightly angry at us over the destruction of the whole village.
Or there's more resources for everybody.
Yeah,
Was thinning the herd. They're all going to be stronger as a result.
that herd is pretty skinny at this point.
maybe we should even, move our camp a little bit.
We should take the opportunity to long rest while we can.
Okay.
Dagon will stay up. He's the one who's got all the hit points. He can stay and guard.
Okay, and do you guys want to move camp, or do you want to...
Yeah. Let's move camp, even if it's just I don't know, 100 yards away, like in a more secluded area, but where we can kind of make it look like the camp is still there and we can see if anybody comes to investigate the camp.
Like 21 yards away?
21 and more yards away.
So do you want to like stuff clothes with leaves and stuff so that they look like people around the campfire?
Oh, it's a new puppet show.
Yeah. I'll do that, because I have more energy than most people, I guess. So, but yeah, definitely Dagon does put the ring healing onto Thungren.
Okay.
See if that helps him.
So, Skankra, what did you do with the hammer? Because when you walked away, the hammer would have thumped to the ground.
Oh, yeah, I hid it under leaves.
Right, and then just left it there and took away the floating disc, I assume?
Yeah, I kept it hidden.
Okay. And where is that in proximity to the campsite? Just somewhere close-ish?
Yeah, somewhere relatively close to it, yeah.
So you pick a little bit more secluded spot. It has some stones around the outside that you might even be able to hide behind a little bit and keep the campfire going in the original spot. And you move everybody over. Thungren can barely stand. So Runnis, and I assume Dagon, you give him a shoulders to lean on as he
Of course.
stumbles his way to the campfire. As he stands up, you hear a thunk fall from right around his area, and you look down on the ground, and there is a small hatchet that just thumped to the ground with a very loud and deep thump, and you look at it, it looks like the same kind of metal that Skankra's hammer is made out of. It's like a half-size hatchet, but it fell like it was a full suit of armor, just boom.
Ooh.
Oh, man. Was Thungren carrying that? Were you carrying that, Thungren?
Oh, yeah, I picked it up on the way out and wanted something to make it all worthwhile.
Well, maybe... Do you think?
I think it might be a poison hatchet that if you're not a good guy, it poisons you.
It's interesting what Skankra said, because I had a very similar thought, but it was kind of inverse to what the meaning of that was. Kind of just like the exact opposite of what he said. Yeah, maybe it is poison.
It's metal. Metal's not poison.
Well, yeah, but...
I didn't put it in my mouth. Well, more than once.
Yeah, but, it was made by an evil dwarf, so maybe it's got like a nasty spell on it or some shit.
Maybe, would somebody who knows magic look at it, I guess?
Oh, yeah, like, I'm kind of like a wizardy kind of guy, sort of.
Yeah, all right. We'll let the kids' table do it. We'll let the adult also do it.
Whatever happened to your spanner? I don't remember.
I think I threw it in the river because it was slowing us down.
No, you still had it.
Oh, yeah, I suppose I probably do. I will investigate it, both with whatever investigation I have, and the spanner as well.
Okay.
Yeah, Arcana, right?
Yeah, Arcana.
All right.
Scott, go first.
Here we go.
So we can get this out of the way.
Intelligence-based. Here we go. 12!
Cool. And this is a spell, right? Or just Arcana? You have an understand things spell, right?
Identify. I have an identify spell.
Identify.
Yeah, what does that spell do?
Just asking, because if it's a spell, you got to use a disadvantage. That's
He's already got a disadvantage. He's using an intelligence-based skill.
I actually used both spells earlier, so I can't use this spell, so it's just Arcana.
Okay, fair. So you don't recall in your decades of studious reading about all of the various magical and mystical elements in the world, you don't remember hearing anything about a smaller than average hatchet that weighs way more than most weapons that make people sick. Nope.
Yeah, okay.
I learned stuff.
Good job. It's heavy. All right, so let me. I'll do an Arcana and look at it with the spanner.
Okay, great.
It didn't go well.
Okay.
In the exciting way.
Wow.
Oh, in the radically exciting way?
In the radically exciting way, it did not go well.
Wow.
We have to look at your dice. Are there numbers other than 20s and 1s?
I swear to you, I have not faked a roll this entire podcast, and it is very much in my character to do so. Do something funny to Scott.
Ooh, okay. I'll remember that one. Okay, so, yeah, I don't know, something weird happened. So, yeah, you look at it and you're like, huh, Dagon's stupid. And then you look at it closely and you realize that looking at it and thinking about history really makes your brain feel saucy. And you need to sit down for a little bit, and you've heard all kinds of stories of cursed hatchets that need to be fed blood or that make you poop spiders or, all the normal things that magical curses can do, but nothing that is exactly like this that makes you weak and look unhealthy.
Now, when I pick it up, do I feel any effects?
Well, you can't pick it up.
Oh.
It's too heavy for you to pick up.
Well, when I lick it, does it taste funny?
That's not an arcana. That would be perception. So go ahead and roll a separate perception.
Okay, great. Perception, 12.
It's a little warmer than metal should be. I mean, it was obviously clenched between heaving buttocks of a sick guy with a fever, but...
Oh, I take it back. I don't do any of that.
Too late!
But it seems a little warmer than it should be, that other metal weapons would be in the same situation.
Glorious mounds!
But nothing more specific than that.
Okay.
But as far as you can tell, it doesn't have a magical aura. There's nothing spelly about it or anything.
And the spanner doesn't pick up anything with it?
The spanner, when you look at it through the red lens, which you determined was heat, it is slightly warmer than the ambient area. The yellow, which was the magicals, nothing. And the purple is bright, almost white, bright light. It's really hard to look at through the spanner. Hurts your eyes.
So, is it like the same thing with the big hammer?
Yes.
So, Runnis, what is the purple one? It used to be your spanner. What does the purple one detect for?
Oh, I was never told. It was sold to me as one of the arcane tools that allow you to help craft magical weaponry. Because as you may recall, 2 years ago when we met each other, I am a magical weaponsmith.
Yeah, I do remember that.
I didn't care.
And as I looked through it and I saw no light, I said, let light be genuine. Abhor what is evil. Hold fast to what is good.
So, Runnis, do you think you could fashion a weapon that I could use out of one of these weapons?
With enough tools and a forge, most likely.
I'll lend you my spanner.
Knowing you, it would have to be very small.
He means you're weak, Skanky. Ha ha! Wait. So, so just to be clear, we have like a fake camp with an actual fire, and then off about 100 yards away, we have our actual camp with no fire or a smokeless small fire.
Does any of you know how to make a smokeless small fire? Skankra might in his nature book.
No, that's true, yes. Just pour a lot of water on it, doesn't smoke.
Yeah, cover it in leaves.
You just have to sort of, push the smoke down.
I think, honestly, no fire is probably the way to go.
Yeah. Okay, let's do that.
But Skankra's hammer, the big hammer, is over by that fire, under a pile of pine needles.
Yeah, so let's just, maybe put the little hatchet underneath the leaves with the hammer, and then we'll just, watch it from afar. Well, I will, anyway.
I think we should keep the magical weapons closer to us. Why don't you go grab them and put them near us?
I really don't think that's a good idea. I want to test the hypothesis that actually that's what's making Thungren sick, you see?
The hippopotamus? The creature?
Yeah. Hip Hop Anonymous.
After my rap, I might have to go to Hip Hop Anonymous.
Hip Hop Anonymous.
Oh. Yep, there it is. Got it. A little slow in the uptake there.
But Skankra, on a positive note, if there's no campfire, you can actually join the group.
Is that positive?
Well, sure. Social, you want to be around people, meet friends, influence people.
Yeah, and then maybe, as we go to sleep, Runnis, you can tell us what happened when you went into the light.
Oh, Jesus.
I stared into the gaping, welcoming eye of Paylor, and he accepted me once again into his forgiving heart.
Oh, wow. That must have felt like really special for you. That's awesome.
Yes.
Great. Okay, so let's do a long rest and I'll take first watch.
See what happens when I give Dagon some room to talk about shit nobody cares about? Even the NPCs are like, move on.
Okay, cool. Everyone can rest, Skankra, meditate, and get your spells back, because I'm sure your spell level is
Wait, I lose them?
severely depleted until you've regathered yourself.
Where did I lose them? I don't understand.
Do you want to do anything? Investigate things, look at certain papers or dolls or anything?
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, let me investigate all that shit. Yeah, I investigate all my toys.
You mean read the fucking papers that if you had just given to me and I could have read it all in 30 seconds and learned the entire fucking story?
Ah, man, I love that song. I can really dance to it. Tell me more of your frustration. Yes, I'll go to Hip Hop Anonymous, but I'm not going to go to Dagon's Frustration Anonymous, because I'm a full-on addict.
I'm using again.
I'm going to investigate each of them separately, just in case I roll like shit.
Okay. So which one are you going to do first?
The Horgon.
Okay.
God damn it, 12.
Ugly doll. So ugly. It's solid. It's hefty and solid, so you're not like worried about it. It's still made out of mud, and so it's, you know, little pieces of dirt are covering your other possessions just from coming in contact with it. It's beginning to feel a little less and less worth having around. It's ugh.
You should give it to Dagon.
I don't want you to fall in love and violate my mud doll.
Listen. You gotta understand. Dagon is polyamorous, a polyamorous romantic, but he's asexual. So a polyamorous, asexual romantic. Yeah. So, you know, like, I'm not gonna actually have sex with anything. So you can just chill out.
That's a complicated Tinder profile for sure.
Yeah.
Red flags, red flags.
Oh, come on now.
Pass.
Meanwhile, Dagon just wants to go climb in a tree over by the actual, or like the place where there's the actual fire.
Okay.
And just like hide in a tree nearby to observe.
Okay, so, and Skankra's hammer is still in the original campsite, but what happened to Thungren's small axe?
We were gonna put it in the same place.
So you hid that next to Skankra's giant hammer.
Yeah. And then I'm just sitting in a tree looking at it, basically.
It's an exciting view, so while that happens, Skankra, do you want to check out the paperwork?
Yeah, they're more useful if they're red, actually. Son of a motherfucking bitch! 7. I rolled a 2. I'm never gonna know what's on these papers. If only somebody could have helped me. If only Dagon hadn't been so selfish as to not read the papers.
I have nothing to say.
So as you look at the paper, you can't make hides nor tail of it, but you do notice that it appears to be a number of paragraphs in one handwriting, and then there's a separate handwriting that is like notes around the edges of those paragraphs. So it looks like someone wrote something and somebody else added comments, and there's kind of like angry scratch outs during part of it.
Oh, all right. He was perfecting the spell. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, my objective tonight is to help the plot, but my rolling is not helping.
Well, one thing you can control, the other you can't. Although Dagon's accusation that you just have a bunch of pictures of 20-sided dices with 20s on them is valid. I think there's a decent chance you're doing that.
I don't do anything halfway. All way, one way or the other way. It's boring. Who wants to roll a 13? I mean, come on.
All right, well, fair enough. So, Skankra, looking at this paperwork in the dark, oh, maybe that's the problem. There's no light for you to look at. It is night now.
Well, the glowing pink should help.
Well, he's up in a tree, though.
Oh, yeah, so he's like a beacon for the things coming to hunt us.
And I have a cloak now, you guys. I have a cloak.
He's basically like a lighthouse saying, come kill us, come kill us.
I have a freaking cloak.
So all the darkness and straining your eyes get heavier and droopier, and whatever you do to get your spells back, meditating about the 12 ways that you're awesome or anything.
12?
The 12 top ways of your awesomeness, yeah.
Okay.
So you start fading off to sleep, and then you hear this voice in the back of your head.
Hey, what are you up to?
Trying to learn how to read?
I don't believe you can't read. You totally know how to read.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. You're awesome.
I know. Hey, you up?
Yeah, what's up? Are you DTF?
You're the tree, right?
Oh, yeah. Who else are you talking to?
No one. No. No one. It was a long time ago. Don't worry about it.
It's me, it's Kalo, of course.
Kalo. Oh, right, of course.
We had something special.
We sure did. Yeah, no, it got physical really quick, so I never actually got your name.
You know, I never do that on the first meeting, you know? But you're something special. You're so deep.
Oh, God.
I'm really honored. You murdered a whole town on our first date. That's always what I was hoping.
That's when I knew you were the one. Well, so when can we see each other again?
Hopefully soon. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll let you know the next town I need murdered.
You get some sleep. You gotta look good tomorrow, okay?
I don't have any other settings.
That's so true.
Okay. So
We're just finding different ways to torture Scott this week.
Kaylee's snoring pretty loudly for a small person. Skankraw, you've drifted off to happy sleep with whispers of nothingness in your ear. Runnus appears to be praying. He has his hammer up to his chest, and he's in the praying sort of position standard. And Thungren is moaning and coughing quietly next to the non-existent fire, shivering and sweating.
Is the ring doing anything for him?
Hard to tell. He didn't say anything, but he didn't immediately look better. But
Okay, well,
so time passes. Dagon, go ahead and roll a perception.
yeah, all right. Yeah! Okay, 20. Not natural, but 20.
Whoa. Okay. So up in the tree, you're looking around into the open area that has the still burning campfire that's smoldering, but still emitting some sort of light. And you sense movement from behind you. So towards your back would be the deeper woods.
Yeah.
And you see an owl glide by your head and then land up in a tree probably 15 feet or so away from you. And it's staring in where the campsite is.
Wait, so it's looking into the fake campsite where we're not at.
No, it's as much as you can tell, the direction an owl is looking, it's looking at the real campsite. It is ignoring the smoldering fire.
Interesting. And it's just hanging out in the tree looking at the sleeping party.
Yep, it's holding nice and still and, doing the whole owl up and down head off to the side a little bit, but mostly it's focusing right on that party, yep.
Does it look like a normal owl?
As far as you can tell, it's not oversized. It's a nice snowy looking owl. Doesn't look unusual.
Okay, so I'm gonna... So, has it been long enough to where I have a spell?
Oh yeah, you can say you've meditated and pondered your spell book up in the tree there.
Yeah, alright, so I'm gonna do comprehend languages.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna be like, who are you? Right?
Okay.
So I'll do comprehend languages, disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Ooh. Okay, so at disadvantage, 12.
Nice. Okay. So its head spins to you like it's incredibly surprised that you just started talking to it in owl. Which, who knew that was even a real language?
Right.
Who knew?
Who knew?
And it takes a couple steps back on the branch and does that side-to-side head movement that they do. And
Cocks its head with a question mark face?
question mark face. It opens its beak and lets out this raspy hiss, which translates into hungry, cold. And now that it mentions it, it is a little bit colder than it was before. What's up with that? I mean, nighttime, yes, it's cold, but you can see your breath, similar to when Skankroff fell out of the tree.
The tree I was in love with, yeah.
Oh, yeah, and then it got real cold?
Yep. Yeah, the tree made it cold. You saw your breath. The half goblin or whatever saw your breath and shot you with an arrow.
Right.
But anyway, but it's this.
Well, hey, why don't you come over here and hang out, and then we can go find some food for you.
Would you just translate that quickly into Owlish for us?
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah. Ooh, food. Come here, hang out, cuddle.
If you're sent to hell by an area spell, it's a gamble for your life. If you're facing death by a dragon breath, it's a gamble for your life. You'll need a saving throw, saving throw, saving throw. You'll go a saving throw.
Valerie, du is er net als snel. Jongen, zit er nou. Oh.
If you hit the ground in a single round, it's a gamble for your life.
Cuddle, stay warm.
Straight out of nightmares.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, no, that is like full on
Go eat later.
the script from a serial killer movie.
So, just as you would expect, the owl takes off at full speed, back off into the woods. Gone. Oh, actually, no sound at all, because owls are super quiet flying.
Right.
Flutters and disappears.
All right. Well, is it the end of my watch, maybe?
Had you worked out an agreement with somebody else to take over, or was it just assumed you were going to be up there all night?
I mean,
I just assumed.
No, I'm also healthy, and I'm filled with the power of Pelor. I can wait until I see the glowing light of the sun arriving.
all right. Well, so I go over to Thungren. But yeah, Thungren, there was like this owl, and apparently he's cold and hungry. So he was checking out our campsite. You know.
I struggle to see the relevance.
I mean, Runnus. Fuck. I mean, Runnus.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it just gets awkward when your ex is just laying around, it's like still there, no longer serving a purpose, but sort of just lying there and complaining.
Yeah. So then I go over to Thungren, you know, and check on him and see how he's doing.
He's still not looking good. He doesn't have any wounds on his body anymore. He had been horribly wounded, at a broken nose and cracked teeth and stuff, and all that appears to have been healed, but he is paler than ever, giant shadows under his eyes. He looks bad, but his wounds are gone.
All right. Well, I'm gonna like try to understand what's wrong with Thungren.
Roll understand.
Medicine?
Yeah, sure.
Boy, it's almost like you're cursed with not understanding things.
So, medicine. I'm gonna try medicine first. Here we go. Okay. 16?
He's sick, but he doesn't have any symptoms like cold or flu or one of those things where you'd have symptoms that you would look for with your radical medical knowledge and everything. Yeah, He's not good. He's not getting better, but you don't know exactly what is causing it.
Aha! Okay, well then I'm gonna use my other spell slot.
Ooh.
The spell is Identify. Those are the two spells I know. Comprehend languages and Identify.
Okay. And Identify, you have to touch something and you can identify what it is?
Yes, you can identify a magic item or some other magic imbued object.
Okay.
If you instead touch a creature throughout the casting, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
That is cool.
I was about to make fun of you, but way to identify a useful thing.
Yeah, alright, here we go. Disadvantage. Oh, fuck. Here we go. I really care about you, Thungren. Here we go. Oh, fuck. One of them was a 19,
Oh.
and the other one was a 4.
He's dead.
Well, so you don't get any sense of any magic involved at all.
So maybe not a curse. Interesting.
Poison?
Maybe.
So, like, even with my medicine roll, I, like, checked all for, you know...
You're not a skilled healer, so you don't know the signs of poison, but from what you've read in books, from what people have told you in dirty jokes,
Limericks.
the signs as like a black in the mouth, or the back of your tongue is black and stuff.
There once was a girl who was poisoned.
Because she always let boys in.
Oh! Her lips would turn black when she laid on her back.
I feel like this is going in a bad direction.
So she gave up the boys and put toys in.
Oh,
Great, that's awesome.
wow. So on the one hand, that's upsetting. On the other hand,
Yeah.
well done.
Okay, awkward. So you can't tell what it is. He's sick and not doing well. He doesn't seem to be poisoned in any way that you know of. There are no jars with like a skull and crossbones on it around anywhere, so who knows? It's a mystery.
Yeah.
Medicine's hard.
Okay. Well, are you cold? Do you want another cloak or something? Or
No, I'm fine. I'll push through it. Push through it.
all right. Well, okay. I guess.
You should get some sleep and cover up that glowing pink.
Okay. I'll just wrap up in the cloak and kind of sit right next to him, and
Okay.
I guess.
Dagon, go ahead and roll a Constitution save.
Okay. Ooh! Natural 20!
Whoa.
Way to constitute.
Okay. You felt a shiver, like you were a little cold. Remember, you noticed in the tree it was getting colder, but you're fine.
Yeah. What cool things from the Book of Random happened? Something.
I'm laughing at ones that are not applicable. Target is suddenly naked except for a fig leaf.
Too late.
So that would gain you a fig leaf.
Please do it.
I've got a cloak, you guys!
Oh, God.
Do that one.
Okay. And then if you would roll a d4.
Okay. 3!
Only gonna have 17 dwarfs.
Skankra, you felt, despite what I told you over text, you also feel like this sort of buzzing feeling in your chest area. Not quite sure what it is, but it doesn't feel particularly good.
It's pride.
No, I think Skankra is actually learning to love!
His heart grew 3 sizes that day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah! 3 sizes!
Okay. Wait, did Scott's 20 just do that to me?
Who knows? Life is weird.
Made you feel love?
I don't like this sensation at all. This is not good. So have I rested enough to try to investigate my toys again?
No, not yet. You'll be able to do that in the morning. So, Dagon, do you go to sleep or are you spending your whole time poking around and stuff?
Yeah, I'm gonna sleep, but then in the morning making a plan to like see if I'm gonna try to make some herbs, like an iced tea or something to help Thungren later.
Okay. Yeah, you could probably do a pine needle tea pretty easily.
Or something, yeah. But that'll be tomorrow morning.
Okay. Runus steps away from the group a little bit and stands in the shadows, watching over everyone keenly.
Thanks, Ronus.
Okay. Skankra and Dagon, both of you roll perception.
Yep. Here we go. Perception.
Shit.
12.
5.
Okay.
God damn it.
Dagon, you pull up out of sleep when you realize that it's so cold that the inside of your nostrils have kind of frozen. You know that feeling when that happens. And so you wake up and sit up, and the cloak that you had over you has like this crust of ice on the outside of it.
Oh shit. Ronus, you're why is it so damn cold, Ronus?
No response. You look around and he's not there.
What? All right, so I wake everybody else up
We trimmed the fat. Take that, NPCs.
and then immediately start searching for Ronus.
Okay.
I tell Kaylee, wake everybody up and tell Kaylee to make a big fire.
Oh, okay. Sure. Someone else will track and look on the ground for stuff like that? I'll make a fire. Yeah. I'll put wood and fire together.
It's always good when the brains of the operation wakes up first.
Yeah. Skanky, let me see that spanner. We gotta see where Ronus is and use like the predator vision to see.
I think I'm still asleep. I did not roll a good perception.
I specified that I woke everybody up.
I wasn't listening. I didn't perceive that.
So Scancrow's still asleep, right? Is this spanner around? Can I just, like, get it?
You want to search him?
Remember what happened last time you tried to do that, right?
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll be a different color this time. It'll be pink or something. Or, purple.
If you want to do it quietly, do a sleight of hand, maybe?
Or stealth?
Stealth is hiding yourself. Sleight of hand is doing something with your hands quietly.
All right. Sleight of hand. Here we go. 12?
12. You find it, but as you're pulling it out of his pocket, Skankra wakes up. So Skankra, you didn't care about being told that it was cold. Who cares if it's cold? But someone's taking your spanner.
Dwark!
Oh, yeah, you're awake. Well, hurry up. We gotta go find Runnus, and we gotta use your spanner to see where Runnus is. He disappeared.
And we care why?
Oh, because he's a valuable member of our party. And he was watching us, and now he's gone. We need to find him.
He's a little preachy, don't you think?
Yeah, but he, heals everybody, and he's, really vicious and can destroy all of our enemies if we need him.
If you weren't so violent and hurting me all the time, I probably wouldn't need to heal so often.
But what's gonna happen the next time you annoy me and I knock you dead? There's nobody gonna be there to revive you.
Except the fact that you're an abuser.
All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. All right? I will trade you the iron depth of knowledge for the spanner. The iron ring depth of knowledge for the spanner. A 1-to-1 trade.
Yeah, I'll buy that. I feel like that's... I find the spanner boring and time-consuming, and knowledge is of no use to you.
All right, fine. So I disregard the slight. I'm above that. I'm very in touch with my feelings. I know who Skankra is. It doesn't bother me. It's fine. So Keith, yeah, you now have the depth of knowledge ring of libraries or some shit.
I can see it's really helped you.
The ring of libraries or some shit.
Anyway, I've got the fucking spanner now.
Okay, so assume you're looking through the heat, the red lens.
Yeah, and I'm looking to see where Rennis was initially, and then
Yeah, so you can still see warmth where his feet were, where he was standing, roughly in the same spot he was when you went to sleep. He looks like he didn't move around a lot. But you can also see a patch of radically colder area sort of surrounding it, and then appear to be drag marks, cold drag marks leading back towards the woods, roughly in the same direction of the tree that you were in that had the owl.
oh shit.
I wonder who did it.
So I alert Kaylee to this information and say, Skankra, watch Thungren. And say, Kaylee, we gotta find Runnus. He seems to be dragged away.
Okay, super, yeah, okay. And so she runs up to you and starts heading in the direction that the drag marks appear to be in.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so for no reason whatsoever, let's all roll initiative.
Yay!
Yeah! 22!
Look, where's my initiative? 13. Oh, wait, that's not true. 9. I have a +5 intelligence, not initiative.
So Dagon, you're stepping into the dark woods. You see it deeper in the woods, a shape that is clearly Runnus in a crumpled heap at the base of a tree.
Look out, he's a doppelrunnus.
So I point the spanner around through the predator vision all around that area to see if there's anything nearby.
Okay. Yep, so you see the heat from Runnus, and you see a bright, cold creature standing right behind it, hunched over him, and is actively taking a bite out of his arm.
Ah! Okay, alright. So then I am going to do some fucking monk shit and, attack that motherfucker.
Okay.
Yeah. So how far away am I?
I'm gonna say about 50 feet. So
This feels like an opportunity to brag about your walking speed. Never miss out one of those.
Yeah, well, so I'm gonna move my full 35 towards the creature, and then I'm gonna use, Broken Wind of Fart Punch.
Awesome.
It's always a good way to introduce yourself. Apparently, I just got a text. Apparently, Rudy Giuliani just did that in a hearing.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Yeah, alright, so I'm gonna spend 2 key points, 2 of my 4 key points, and the creature will need to do a strength save, beat a 12.
It does not.
Alright, so then it will now take 3d10 damage,
Whoa.
plus it will be pushed away 20 feet and knocked prone.
Holy God.
So, here we go. 3d10. Dun, 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 dun. Wow. I rolled 2 1s and a 9. So, 11 points of damage.
Okay.
But more importantly, it's pushed 20 feet away from Runnis and it's knocked prone.
Okay, so it's a tall, thin shape. Actually, you're not looking at it anymore, so I'm not going to give you the visual details, but you hear it and a thump as it hits the ground, and yeah, so it sounds like you've blasted it far away from Runnis.
Yeah, jerk face.
What the hell was that? All right. She takes out her short bow and looses an arrow at it. Totally hits it. Boom. Nails it with an arrow and then walks forward. She can't run and shoot at the same time, but she's made it closer to Runnis. Skankrai, your turn.
Okay. Well, I'll play along.
Well, you're back at the dark campsite with your paper and your mud doll. You were told to make sure that Thungren doesn't do anything outrageous.
Oh, yeah, totally. All right. Well, then I'll put on the smart ring and investigate the paper and the doll.
Okay, so roll Arcana the moment you put the smart ring on.
Okay. 13.
13. It's a smart ring.
God damn it.
Yeah.
I think Dagon broke it. He broke it with dumb.
Everyone rubs off on their possessions, right? So it picks up a little bit of your personality the longer it sticks with you. No, it's you can feel that there is it's like a battery of knowledge that if you spend enough time, focused enough, practiced, you'd be able to pull information out of this, essentially a library. Like you have a library, but you also know that you now have a +2 to all of your spell effects, saving throws and all that kind of stuff.
Fuck yeah!
As long as you're wearing it, including Arcana, not just casting spells, but like research, perception spells.
Whoa!
Not perception for anything other than magic, though. But
Does it change my spell DC?
yes, yep.
Woo! Look out, motherfuckers! I gotta write this down. I gotta fix this somehow. I don't know. I'll try to remember. Awesome. All right. Should I just do a regular Arcana for the toys, or?
Yeah, do an Arcana and +2 though.
Yeah. 15.
50 for which were you looking at?
For the doll.
The doll. Okay, the doll.
It's still muddy.
It's totally muddy. The doll is a goddess figure of earth magic, and if you hold it in your left hand and move your right hand around, you realize that you will be able to control the motion of earth, of soil.
Whoa!
And you can ask it questions and will get answers, but its information will be limited to only things that have touched the soil.
Oh, look, I'm learning about the pore floor.
Yeah, so you could say, how long ago did that elf run across you? And it'll say 20 minutes or whatever.
Wow, awesome.
It's an earthbender now?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I know lots about the pore outside.
But what you don't know is the extent of it, how powerful, how much can you move, but you know that you can, with your 2 hands, move soil around.
Nice. All right, I gotta write all this down so I remember it. Okay, cool. Let me read the papers.
Yep, so our Arcana
Here we go.
with +2.
Okay, 18.
18, nice. The writing is as such.
Dearest Sehosto, I have determined over the course of my experimentation during the last century that when two unique creatures mate successfully, it will create a unique being that contains many of the advantageous and disadvantageous traits from both of the parent species. That's in the first writing. The second darker writing, a lot sloppier, it says lies, false factoring, mudblood agenda. This by itself does not appear to create a specific advantage of any measurable sort. However, I have been able to demonstrate that after 2 further generations of crossbreeding, all of the disadvantageous traits are lost during the replication process, while the unique advantages are retained. False news, liberal elitism, enemy of the dwarven people. As you can see in my equations below, there is a predictable model of attribute clarification that can be observed and replicated. And below that, there's a very complex math equation that you can't really make heads or tails of because it's not magic. Or it might be magic, but it's math magic. Next to that is scrabbled in angry letters, wrong, bad math, ridiculous, doesn't matter. I assume that you are as excited about these findings as I am. We have often spoken at length about the consequences of crossbreeding and species separation, and finally I have some measurable evidence that I feel you would be excited to share. Fake, liar, bad. Thank you again for your portion of the medal. It has proven invaluable, once handled with sufficient care, of course. I could not have made this progress without you, my good friend. All the best in your experiments. Roy Barrel Meischer. Pseudo-intellectual, wasted your life. P.S. I feel like I can safely say that I'm within 3 generations of creating my flawless one. I'm bubbling with excitement for you to meet them. Blasphemer, race traitor.
Wow, okay. So now we understand why Dagon sucks at everything. It's because he's first generation.
I don't know, man. Actually, I have a number of traits that I actually have blended, which I completely have forgotten about. For example, relentless endurance.
Like your -2 remembering of your
Of traits.
Yeah. Like relentless endurance, so that when I get knocked down to 0, I actually go back to 1 point once per long rest.
Would have been really good to remember that the 17,000 times you've been knocked unconscious this season.
Yup, would have been.
So that really wasn't Dagon's fault. That was Scott's fault.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And who would have figured that Sehosto would have cooperated? It seems a little different than his stated outlook.
Yeah, with Roy Barrel.
Royberil.
So the reference to the medal, there wasn't really. It was just referring to that they were working with it.
It said, thank you again for your portion of the medal. It has proven invaluable once handled with sufficient care, of course. I could not have made this progress without you, my good friend.
Okay, so you just gotta handle the medal with care.
Dagon, 4 owls come flying out of the sides of the tree line, and they all swarm at you and are attacking you with their little beaks.
Oh shit!
I'll treat it as one attack rather than 4 separate. Will a 14 hit you?
No.
Okay, so you're able to deflect and dodge and move your head around, so they're scratching and biting at you, but they don't do any significant damage.
Way to go, Tippy.
These are 4 owls that are separate from the other creature?
Physically separate, yeah. So they just flew out of the sides.
Yeah, alright. Well, that's annoying.
Oh no. There's a quick movement. Kaylee is lifted up off the ground, and you can hear strangulated noises. And you could see this thin creature is holding her up with one hand by her throat, and takes his other hand and slashes her right up the middle and throws her down to the ground, and she doesn't move.
Oh shit! Wait, that was the thin creature that I farted at?
Yep. He materialized beside her as she was reaching down towards Runnis.
I mean, she got blamed for the fart? That's not fair.
Oh, god damn it.
All right, Dagon, your turn.
Fuck! So then the thin creature is like right next to me, right?
Well, Kaylee had run past you because you had stopped to break wind. So I would say 15 feet away, you saw this happen.
Skanky, we need you! Let's go! And then, yeah, I'm gonna do a stabby knife thing, and then I'm gonna do flurry of blows after that.
Okay.
So, stabby knife, magic knife. Here we go. Oh, Fuck a duck.
Owl.
Presumably 11 is not going to hit, right?
Nope, it does not hit. And actually, now that you're close and facing the right direction, it's a very tall humanoid, about 7 feet tall, very thin and skeletal looking. The skin is perfectly white. It's not like a zombie, but its lips are black, its fingertips are black, its fingers end in like these long, sharp points, and it has a very drawn, emaciated look, and its eyes are glowing blue, a la Game of Thrones kind of thing. But it is radiating cold, just baking off of it.
So probably like the frozen copper ring of cold is probably not going to be very useful, I would imagine. Fuck. All right. Well, I'm gonna follow that up with like a punch and an elbow.
Okay.
This is what I'm gonna do. So, all right, here we go. Shit. 13?
Nope. It moves rather quickly and blurs a little bit when it moves. Whew. Steps out of the way.
One more. That's I rolled a carrot. All right. How about a 16?
That hits, yes.
7 points
Yep. Nice.
of punchy in the face
It
damage.
hisses at you. Eyes glowing a violent, angry blue.
Yeah. And so that's all I got.
Okay. Kaylee's not doing anything this round, but I suppose I should roll.
Death save, death save.
Okay. Cool. So, Skankra, you learned a bunch. Your head is spinning with all
Oh wait,
this.
I'm
new
sorry.
stuff.
I'm sorry. I actually
Yeah.
So Flurry of Blows is 2 extra attacks as opposed to just 1 extra martial.
Okay.
I have 1 more attack. Sorry.
Cool.
All right, here we go. Yeah. All right, so 20.
Oh, yeah.
Something.
That hits, yep.
Nice. 8 points of damage.
Whoa. So yeah, it's not wearing any armor or anything. Its body does feel harder than just normal skin, so there might be some sort of resistance there, but you've given it 2 mighty blows. Crack, crack.
Yeah.
Skankra, your turn.
Okay, so the owls are still about?
Yes, they're fluttering around behind.
Okay, great. All right, so I'm still wearing my owl jacket.
Yes.
All right, then I am going to cast levitation, and I'm going to soar up as the Lord of Owls and use animal handling to get them to attack him.
Attack who?
The bad guy.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah.
Man.
Normally, you don't have to confirm that with people when they say that, but with you, I need to be really specific.
Yeah.
Bad is really only a matter of perspective. So in this case, the cold guy.
Okay.
So I want to like fly up in the most theatrical possible way.
So I imagine casting the spell isn't anything that's up to chance, but roll performance for your theater.
Performance, yeah. Guys, it should not surprise you. I'm a +5 performance. 16! Not amazing. It was a matinee.
Yeah, so yeah, you jump up into the air. No one's looking at you, so it's kind of, you know.
Wait. I begin it with a whoo!
You rise into the air. It looks pretty good. You know, it's not like a high budget action movie, but it's something. You can almost not see the wire that's holding you up in the air.
Yeah, we couldn't do wire removal. That was a...
But yeah, go ahead and roll animal handling with advantage. That was good enough for advantage.
Ooh! 18.
18. Yeah. One owl kind of loses focus on Dagon and flutters off in a random direction, doesn't do anything. 2 owls fly at this white creature, and then the other owl looks still intent on Dagon.
That's a pretty good deal. I'll take that.
Yeah.
All right.
I saved you, Dagon. I saved you.
Save me from the owls! Ah.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, nice. All right. So the 1 owl, will a 14 hit you, Dagon?
Nope.
Okay. And then this tall, super tall, thin, whitish creature flashes towards you and slashes at you with its 2 claws. A 19 and a 16.
Both hit.
Take that.
Oh. Okay.
Don't worry, I'm gonna regain a hit point every. Oh.
Oh.
Because I'm too generous and give everybody stuff.
So that's 15 points of damage. Slash, slash.
That'll teach you.
All right.
And then it breathes on you. It opens its mouth and goes... And do a Constitution save.
You guys are really doing the wind attacks.
Yeah, that's right. And his stinks just as much as yours did.
All right, Constitution. Uh-oh. 6.
Okay, you take 2 points of cold damage, but more than that, you feel kind of numb. Like your lips are numb and your fingertips are kind of tingly.
Back and mouth not good.
That's uncomfortable.
You don't feel particularly good yet.
Oh.
Right, Dagan, your turn.
I'm gonna just continue with the plan of stab and then punch 3 times. I'm gonna use that's gonna be my last key point. So
The plan of kickassery.
yeah. So here we go. Step 1, stab, stabby stab. 17.
Yes, that hits.
So yes, all right. So that's a 10 points of damage, and that's a magic knife.
Whoa, yep. Slash.
And then 3 more just punchy punch. All right, so that's a 2, and I miss. Well, I mean, it's actually an 8, but
Yeah.
miss. And then a 20 probably hits.
So as it ducks out of the way of the miss, it leans its head right into your fist.
So 7 more points,
Beautiful.
and then 1 last attack. Here we go. Uh-oh. 15?
Nope.
Balls.
Kaylee does another
Fuck.
save.
Haley!
Skycraw, your turn. You're hovering there looking awesome with your
Hell yeah, I am.
feathers. Oh, and let me check your owl attacks too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice. One gets deflected by a clawed hand and knocked away. It kind of flutters off into the woods, looks wounded. The other one latches directly onto its face and has held on with both of its claws and is gouging at his eyes with its beak.
See, Skankraw is all about teamwork.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
I'm all about making friends, building coalitions. Worshipping me is good for our party. All right. In the meantime, from my spot flying above looking fucking awesome, I'm going to cast Scorching Ray,
Ooh, okay.
which is I create 3 rays of fire and hurl them at targets within range. On a hit, the target takes 2d6.
Yeah, okay.
So, number 1 is a natural 1.
Whoa.
So that'll be exciting.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Number 2 is a
Don't say number 2. It makes me think of Rudy.
Rudy Tooty!
Rudy Tooty.
There's a Rudy Tooty!
All right. Second one was a 12. That's a worthless fucking spell. And the other one was a 17.
Okay, the 17 hits.
Okay. For 6 points of damage. Damn it! But maybe something exciting will happen on the 1.
But wait, Scorching Ray, though, is,
It is fire.
yeah, but isn't there like a, what's the magical, it's not just regular fire, it's like, fuck, what am I thinking of?
Hot fire.
Shit, I'll look it up. Continue on with the podcast.
So Skycraw, you blast him with this beam of light, catches him on fire, he hisses and jumps back. It was 6 points of damage?
Yes.
Awesome. Take 6 points of damage.
Ah, damn it!
Your cloak is now on fire.
No! No! Not my owl cloak! No! Put it out! Put it out!
Out of nowhere, you can see 2 movements of light, just flashes of red light. They zip in. They sound like arrows, but they're kind of burning a little bit. And they both strike this creature in the back. And the creature's immediately engulfed in flame and appears to explode from the inside. You can hear like these little explosions, almost like fireworks. But then it's just engulfed in flames, and you and disappears into steam and smoke and fire. And so does Skankraw, from the looks of it.
Wow,
No! No!
this is like the greatest thing that's ever happened.
And so, yeah, it's dead. It crumples to the ground and very quickly becomes just tall, thin, blackened bones.
What happened to the owls?
The owl that was on the face fluttered away and is looking kind of angry and confused, and all the other owls have flown away. They're wounded or confused or who knows what their deal is.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell with owls. They all have that starey look that just kind of goes nowhere.
Yeah.
And a voice from deep in the woods is, "Are you guys okay there? Hello?"
We got several injured. Thank you so much. I would like to help.
Oh yeah, sure. There, yeah. You, how many are you? Why don't you come over? I'm safe. I'm nice. But I just want to make sure that I saw a fella flying there. He looked like he was on fire and stuff. Is he normal?
Oh, but he's not at all normal. He's actually kind of a pain in the ass. I'm not really sure, but we've got 2 other people that are really hurt, and then one over here who's really sick.
Yeah. Well, we can get everyone up to my house. I'm not too far away. You're kind of a pink glowing guy, aren't you?
Yeah, yep. Yeah, I've got some pink, a nice pink hue to me, but like I'm a really nice guy, and I like to talk and meet everybody, so I'd love to go to your house, yeah.
All right. And I noticed you guys are sleeping on the ground there. It doesn't look very comfortable. Why don't you come over to my place? I have some beds and food and not on fire, so.
Yeah, have any Molson? Yeah. Molson, eh?
Well, I might have something that looks a bit like that. Yeah, that's
What?
PBR, that sort of thing, yeah.
Yeah, I'm drinking PBR. Actually, that's really nice. Thanks. My name's Dagan. What's your name?
Oh, yeah. Sean has to look that up because he didn't have it on the top of his head.
All right, while Sean's looking up what your name is, I'm gonna try to save Kaylee here.
Oh, no. Yeah, why don't I put out my flaming wings, eh?
So you're going to roll around on the wings? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Roll a dex or something.
I'm gonna try to do medicine on Kaylee or something.
That sounds like a great idea. I'm Kokomat, and he steps out from behind a tree. He's a human, big, long, brown beard, kind of barrel-chested guy, all leather, has a beautiful bow, like a shiny, blackened wood bow, and a quiver that has a zillion arrows, and they all look really cool and fancy. But yeah, he looks like a kind of a mountain man kind of guy. All right, so how did your medicining go?
Ooh, nice. Fuck yeah, 21 for medicine.
All right, that's really good. You got the bleeding to stop there, but that thing's called a Witigo, and all of the wounds that it gives, we got to get you warmed up real quick there, otherwise they turn into one. Did you know? They're horrible creatures then.
Oh, okay, yeah, so...
So she won't bleed out. That's good. That's a good first step. Nice job there. But let's carry her back to my place and put her in front of a fire. She's going to need it. And it looks like her little friend there in the metal clothes is also going to need the same thing. See that scratch on his face? He's going to turn into one too, unless we do something right quick.
Yeah, okay, and we got one more guy over there.
Did he get scratched too?
I don't know, I'm not sure, but he does seem like he's not doing well.
Okay, and your friend on fire on the ground there, is he all right?
I don't know. let me get.
I like how Dagon takes on the accents of people he's talking to.
Well, yeah, it's like, what do you call it? Mimicry or, no.
That is a technique. If you want people to like you, you try to sound like them as much as possible.
Yeah, okay, well. Let me go get Runnis. So I'm gonna go get a Thungren.
Yeah.
And then try to carry Thungren and Runnis.
Skycraw, how did are you dead from fire?
I don't really want to talk about it. Also, not to get all technically and Scott about this, but I'm not on the ground. I'm actually levitating high above the...
I see, I just imagined you falling to the ground on fire. So, okay, so you're floating in the air on fire.
Yeah, for more drama.
Yeah, that looks really good there. Everyone can see you for miles around. It's impressive there. How's the fire gonna go out, though?
Oh, not so good. Let me see. Color spray, that doesn't help. Alter self to someone who's not on fire.
You could just stop, drop, and roll there, Skanky.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm gonna have to make a hasty but still dignified descent into the snow and roll around.
Well, I have to say that was so dignified the way you did that there. It was good. You're still on fire, though, friend.
Oh, yeah. And does any of you have any firefighting abilities?
Well, sure, I have this water pouch. Would you like me to, pour it on your head or something?
Yeah, sure, on the fiery parts, because I don't want to lose my permanent feather fall. I have to go back to using floating disc like a proletarian.
He rips off the mouth of his water bottle, dumps it on you, and yes, it does put the fire out. The feathers are singed, but it looks like it's still a cloak, and you still feel light.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel like it is a broken thing, but maybe there's an element of randomness been added to it now. Who knows?
Yay!
I think I can handle the little girl there. Can you two carry the other two? The little guy wearing the metal clothes there, he looks pretty heavy.
Yeah, the other one's pretty heavy too, but I'll see what I can do.
We could come back for him, I suppose.
Yeah, we can come back for them. What I'm more concerned about is carrying my hammer.
The what now?
Don't worry about it. So I'm going to have to go into the corner and cast floating disc.
It would be great to use floating disc for, I don't know, carrying two heavy comrades who need a lot of help.
What?
Your friend doesn't seem so cooperative there.
I'm cooperating. I'm absolutely cooperating with my interests.
I suppose we could create a skidder and drag him behind us. Some wood right over there. I have my axe. We could knock that up in a jiffy, I think. He seems like a pretty competent woodsman.
He's probably read my book.
Oh yeah, I learned everything I know from this book. I didn't pay for it. I got it out of back of a catalog one time, but a lot of things in there that didn't work out quite the way it said it was going to.
Well, you didn't do it right, obviously.
Well, I suppose not. I'm not smart enough to write a book, of course, So yeah, he has Kalian run us on by the time you come back with Thungren. Your big friend there looks like he's a little under the weather. My goodness, you guys are in rough shape. Sure, I'm glad I came around.
Oh, I'm sure you came around too, Kokomon.
Yeah, well, so I'll get all your names and get to know you.
Kokoma. We'll get there fast and then we'll take it slow.
Once we get inside the house, you get to know each other, eat some food and all that stuff. But that should probably happen next episode, I think, right?
You stole the diamond from a concubine of a wizard who could read your mind. You've got nowhere to hide, nowhere to run. You stole the gold from the dwarven graves, then got yourself lost in the